My name is Rob from Furen. I'm at the National Arts Festival for the 30th time as a performer, and I've just come off stage doing the last year's Gold Ovation award-winning show, Namaste Bae, Blessings in Kombucha. As a former Rhodes student, absolutely my time here has shaped my identity as an artist, not only as a student here, but as a festival goer. I came to this festival for the first time in Standard 8. My mom had come the year prior, and I remember phoning me from a tinky box on High Street. She just watched Johannes Kerk Orrel and the Gereformeerde Blues Band perform the Eet Kreef album, which is a seminal album in South African cultural heritage. And she brought that home, and she brought all these stories about the festival home, and I was just like, I have to go and experience this place. And the next year I went with her. And as a 16-year-old boy, I felt like I'd found my tribe. I'd kind of arrived home in a way that I hadn't experienced before, and decided straight away that this is where I was going to study, and this is where I was going to grow and shape myself as an artist. And yeah, I haven't looked back since. And in fact, if you're on this path, you've been set on this path. And it's like you have no choice. So all I can say is good luck. It's hard. It's a hard path to walk down, but if you love it, it's incredibly rewarding.
The arts have played a tremendous role in the identity of Rhodes University and in celebrating our 30 years of freedom. The festival, even though it started as an English language festival, it was always against the grain. It always stood for liberation, for freedom, for alternative ways of thinking. So during the apartheid years, it made a very strong stance against the apartheid government, and a lot of plays that were showcased here at the festival were actually protest plays, were plays that contributed to the liberation movement. Nowadays, the festival is still very, very serious about language diversity, cultural diversity. It wants to be a platform for various identities, for various cultures, and it wants to give the sense that everybody has a right to speak, everybody has a right to perform at the festival, no matter what your budget is, no matter where you're coming from.
Between the National Arts Festival and Rhodes University, our sense is that we need to try and find a way of responding to the community needs of Makhanda, because we are a festival and a university that is not happening at Makhanda but with Makhanda. So we always need to ensure that we bring our community on board, and by the time we welcome our visitors during the festival, the community should be aware of what is happening, and we also should be part of the debates and the conversations that seek to make the town better and be more hospitable and provide a beautiful experience for our visitors. So we do play a pivotal role, and I'm hoping that those conversations will lead us to working closer together, and really, as we have our tagline this year saying we are shaping together with all our partners. So we're hoping that we will shape this festival more with Rhodes University. A festival of this nature, and not only our festival, but also these kind of festivals that are taking place around the country, they do play a pivotal role, because Monica Newton, who's our CEO, says it beautifully, where she says there is an important space and time for sports in our country, because sports is the heart of the country. However, theatre or performance or arts is the soul of the country.
Well, these kind of festivals are a very important part of society. You know, like I said in a day when I was talking to several people, it's important for us to recognize that the arts will always continue. We may be here, but in a few years' time, probably there will be young generations that come through, and they should be given these kind of platforms. You know, the stage is a world of celebration. It's a world of fun. And if we do not give it to the young people to take it beyond where it is, then unfortunately we'll be a country that is lost to the rest of the world. Well, we all know what the arts have been doing in the last 50 years and so on. And I always make Mary Makeba as a center of consciousness, which is something that many people, many artists should be. We always believe that our role should be the voice of a people. We should speak about societal issues And if we don't, then who do we expect to be able to interact and make the kind of statements that will conscientize those who are in leadership positions? And I believe the artists coming to Settler Monument, for us, it's an eye-opener. It's also a lesson for people that the past cannot define who we are. We must be defined by what the future is going to be for us.